इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है, वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी कि एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया, 20 years of ideas.
Good afternoon, everyone. We warmly welcome all of you to our Business Opportunity with Chai webinar series. This is a digital representation of the business opportunity which we are launching today through this platform. Try to utilize this session, make it very interactive by sharing your queries in question and answer box. We have divided the session into 2 parts. First, we'll talk about the business offering, different kind of the services they are offering in market and what value proposition they are creating in market. Then we'll move towards a panel discussion. And during panel discussion, we would love to take all your queries. We welcome management team of Franchise India, Gaurav sir, Sonia ma'am, both leading as well as hosting this webinar. We also welcome our senior consultant, Samarth, who will be helping us with the financials on the subject. And the business opportunity which we are launching today is Ozone Yoga. It's Maharashtra-based authentic yoga and wellness center. They are running across multiple cities in India and abroad. Based out of the Ahmednagar in Maharashtra, Ozone Yoga provides a various wellness solutions to individuals across India through its center. The company has established successful alliances in countries like China, Australia, Macau, Vietnam, and many more. But to talk about the business opportunity and what is their offering, we would like to invite now Devaji to share his journey, how he started this journey and what is his vision. Over to you, Devaji.
Namaste. This is Deva from Ozone Yoga. And it's nice to have you all lovely people for this webinar. And I'm going to explain you about the Ozone Yoga. So Ozone Yoga is the company which is related to the yoga and the wellness. If talk about this, then we have got our Moksha School of Yoga. Actually, we have the presences in Indian few cities, like we operate from Maharashtra's Ahmednagar district. If you people know about the Shirdi, which is very much close to the Sangam there, and then we have got the centers in Mysore, as well Goa and Rishikesh, and we do operate from China, Vietnam. China, we have got almost 126 alliances, as well in Vietnam, we have got around 200 tie-ups. The same in Macau, we operate with a few local players in Macau and Australia. So yeah, when we talk about what is our mission, when we talk about the Indian wellness market is very big. But still today it is unorganized sector. When we talk about the yoga, most of us get an idea that yoga is something which we need to go to the ashrama or do somewhere in the garden. But if you see the global market, it is entirely different. Might be the reason is that when we talk about the yoga, we give the touch of the religion. But if we take out just a part of yoga from that, then this is a very big industry. And when I'm looking towards the Indian market, which is now for me, it is untouched market, because there is no united players, and the Ozone Yoga will play this role when we, and if we go to the vision of the Ozone Yoga, you can see on these slides, Ashna is helping me here. Our vision is to create an environment for the feel safe to open up, order, connect with you true self. So this is completely the wellness concept. And after COVID, we can understand that the people who never practice the yoga, even these people are thinking to join the yoga classes or do something which will make them healthy. Can I get to the next slide? Yeah, here we can see our alliances. Actually, Ozone Yoga, we started because before that, we worked as a Moksha School of Yoga, and Moksha is a very famous name in the field of yoga, especially for its training. When we are talking about the Indian market, if you want to learn the yoga, you need to go to the different schools. But Moksha is the platform where under one roof, one can learn all the yogas. And this Moksha School of Yoga provides the yoga teachers to the other countries. And then we have got an idea, why don't we start something in our own country? So you can see here, RYS means the registered yoga school. This is related to the Yoga Alliance, which is the international body for the yoga recognition. Whoever want to work or whoever want to do the yoga, they are well known about this. And then there is the RYT. The meaning of the RYT is registered yoga teachers. And you can see that the Moksha School of Yoga is ISO 9001-2001. And there is the Moksha School of Yoga's logo. And we do run the courses from the Skill India, which is promoted by the government of India. And there are few logos with whom we are cooperating abroad. So can I get to the next one? Yeah, this is about me. I kept working from 20 years in the field of yoga, especially 18 years of my career I spent out of India. And the idea of starting the Ozone Yoga is to bring the international standard to the Indian market, because still today, yoga is there are the misconception about the yoga that most of the people think when they are not able to do anything, then they need to go to the yoga center. But if you see the international market, people are coming to yoga because they think that instead of going to the doctor after becoming sick, better to go to the yoga, then they will not be sick. So prevention is better than cure. Yeah, we can go to the next one. Yeah, this is how the international yoga centers looks like, and the Ozone Yoga studios look like. When we think about the yoga, most of the time we think about maybe we are doing some kind of chadar and doing in the garden, but nothing is like that. Yoga center is the place where you can take your own time. There will be the enough space to chill out. You have your own space to sit and chat with the people, like-minded people. You have your own time to spend with the teacher, and the good atmosphere, the well-maintained center, especially hygiene and all that, and the trained staff. So yes, this will look like this. And can we go the next? Yeah, this is few of the snaps of our international trainings. Yeah, and what kind of services we offer. When we talk about the yoga, generally people say yoga is everything, but when we are talking about the market, then the people are coming with let's have an example. If somebody suffering from this stress, then he don't need physical exercises, but he is looking for the meditation. In that case, if we say, okay, yoga is everything, then you just come any class, then it won't work. So for that, we have launched here the range of products, which is the Hatha Yoga. In Hatha Yoga, there will be the various classes. Then the second is the Vinyasa. Vinyasa is basically from the Mysore. Mysore is very much famous yoga, especially for the Western world. Then we have got the Iyengar Yoga, which is known as the therapeutic yoga. Also, then there is the Ashtanga Yoga. Yin Yang Yoga is there. Then Yin Yoga is there, and we have got the special classes for the pranayama and the yoga for the kids, or which is very much popular as the animal yoga. Then we have got the pre and postnatal, especially for the mothers. before the delivery of the baby and after the delivery of the baby, keeping in mind their problems and all that. We have launched this. And then anti-aging series. This is very lovely subject, and which is very much close to all the ladies, I think. And then if we talk about the India now, India is becoming the capital for the obesity and capital for the sugar patients. So this is weight loss program specially designed for them. And most of the corporate now, they are providing the fitness sessions for their employees to improve their productivity. So we have got the corporate yoga, and apart from that, we can see we have even the Zumba classes and the step aerobics and that Bollywood dance and Bollywood services, which we can say there will be the yoga appraisal and the yoga mats and the yoga related items we can keep for the sale, and healthy drinks will be there. So this kind of services we will be providing. Apart from that, the interesting product will be the online sessions. If you see the down of the yoga therapy online session, because after COVID, there are the number of people who don't want to leave their own place, but they want to do such activities comfortably at their own space. So we have got these two. Yeah. And if we talk about the Indian industry, you can see that the market of the wellness industry is around 26 billion till 2020, and that there is the Indian government is really very much supportive for this. If you observe the growth, that is around 10%, 9.6 in next 5 years. We can observe health and wellness industries. There is you can see the yoga, the growth you can see around 14%, and wellness is being looked as a holistic approach towards betterment of our mind and body. Should drive in a millions with the current population of 449 million. So yes, that means the industry is really doing the good. And if we observe now today's life, like every person is spending almost 4,000 a month for their fitness and wellness. So that means India is a great market for this product. Yeah, next. Yeah, here is little overview we can see about there is an organized market and there is an unorganized market. So for that, if you observe the global scenario of the market and the Indian scenario of the market, so for me it is completely untapped market. And if there is an untapped market with a very professional team, that is really something is going to be amazing. Yes, we can go for the next. So yes, when we talk about the market, then we have conducted a little survey with the help of this FRANCHISEE.com, Samarth and Archana and Goroji. These people help us to do this a lot. We divided the whole India into few zones. If you see there in North Zone, yoga practicing people, number of people is 17.3 in. So, and that means the 82.7% market is untapped market where we can go and sell our product. And same thing about the southern part of India, 14.5% people are practicing yoga or the yoga like things. And if we go to the west, then the number of practicing people are getting decreased. Almost 90% people are not practicing anything. Central part of India, 10.3% people are practicing yoga, and 89.7% market are untapped. So the same thing. And if you see towards the east, then the least number of people, like 5.3% people are practicing the yoga. That means that almost 95% market is untapped. And They have a division of this whole, even we can see the urban population, how much they are practicing the yoga, and the rural population, like 12.1 from the urban and 11.9. This is a slight change, but still the point is that most of the people, I mean, almost 90% of the people are not practicing the yoga. If you see, yoga practicing in India increased from 7% in 2017 to still 11.8% population still today. Yeah, and the amazing thing is about that the male practitioner number are getting increased about 150%. So we can go for the next one. Yeah, so we have got the investor proposal for the, we have brought the franchise model for the investors here, and why you need to join with us. So this is a very quick saying, like who can join with us? Great India opportunities, young country, knowledgeable people, aware, improving influence, the people who love their health, the growing focus on health and wellness, emphasize on yoga, especially after PM pushes the segment. So this is all, and then brand strength. What is our strength? That is very important. I think that is going to be the question when we will do the questionnaire. Because promoted by a very established and credible name in the Indian industry, I think this Ozone Yoga is going to be the first company to start something like this in the field of yoga. Still today, yoga is limited to the ashrama. If you want to do the yoga, then you need to go somewhere, Rishikesh or Kedarnath, Badrinath, or like. But if we talk about the Indian market at present, housewives who have nothing to do, they did some courses and they started to feel that they become a yoga teacher and started her own yoga center at her own hall. I mean, the drawing room. In that case, how much professionalism she can deliver to the customer, this is something need to think about. And our strength is that Moksha School of Yoga is the place where we can provide the trained staff to the people. So we have got the vision, capability to set up a large network yoga center in India and globally. The thing is that when we are talking about the yoga industry, the main thing is from where to bring the trained staff. Because as I told you, if one need to be a multi-style yoga teacher, he need to travel around the country and keep learning. But Moksha is the platform which is very well known for the yoga industry. Even India Today TV, Rajdeep Sardesai ji conducted the documentary on us, that we provided almost 85% opportunities to our students, and they all worked out of India. So that is our strength, which we are bringing towards our network, schedule periodic events, time to time training. Yes, again, the thing is that it's not, yoga is not about to just keep teaching, but when there is nothing how I can teach to others, for that we have got the train the trainer program and the different product range, as I explained, Iyengar yoga, hot yoga, and yin yang yoga and all that. Franchise benefits, what's you people gonna get from us? Like, this is one of the fastest growing industry, fast growing category, expanding customer base. Expanding, when I say the expanding customer base, I want you to get connected what I said about, like around 85 to 95% Indian market is untapped. So of course there is a expanding customer base, limited organized competition. See, I don't know why this is we say the limited. Personally, I feel there is no organized competition for us. So we are going to be the first people to be in the market. Multiple revenue streams, like we are going to get the revenue from the yoga classes, and after that we will have a teachers training programs, we will have a corporate yoga, we will have our own range to sell out, extensive support functions, that we have got the potential global exposure. Yes, this is what you're going to get from us. Yeah, train the training program. You can have here the outlook, like how we're going to do the headquarter. We'll provide the central training academy, then train the training program, franchisee centers, direct billing customers for TTP. These trainers will then offer training to wheeling. Yes, we can go for the next one. See, basically, we are looking to expand our business in pan India, especially in the metro cities. But for that, also even we don't mind to go for the tier 2 and the capital cities of the states. And within 5 years, we are planning to open almost 50 plus centers. That could be in northern part of India, western part of India, southern part of India, and eastern part of India. For that, we have got the Delhi, Mumbai, Bengaluru, Kolkata, and of course cities like Patna, Kochi, Indore, Simla, and many more. Yeah. Next one. So who can be the ideal partner? This is going to be something easy thing. I think whoever love the yoga, they all can be the partner of us. Need partner with a strong business development. Yes, a skill backed with the presentative and rated to handle operations, ability to hire, train. This rest of the things, I think the franchisor will take care, because first thing is that if you think that you want to support the industry, then you can be with us young entrepreneurs, especially the new people who want to start something new. They can be with us. Even the property owners who think that instead of getting leased, they can get better than that. So for the property owners also, they can be our investors, and prior experience in the industry would be helpful. I mean, the people who practiced yoga or who is teaching the yoga, even we welcome them. The housewives and or somebody who want to start something new, yoga teachers or practitioners wants to start a business. Yes, we can go for the next one. Yes, this is FOFO model we are going to provide you is, and what we are looking for the tier 1 and tier 2 cities, like 1500 square feet area. Location should be commercial location, properties near high-end street where the people can come easily and go easily. The places we prefer is the places which is very much near to the residential areas and the commercial areas, or the IT cities, or near to the metro stations and all that. Initial investment, what we are expecting, that will be around 18 to 20 lakh rupees. Which will be including marketing fees and everything, franchisee fees. Apart from that is 4 lakh rupees. Reasonable operation cost be on industry quality service standards. Yes. So yes, we can see here the revenue flow. Ozone Yoga, how it goes is Ozone Yoga, then the unit franchisee, then the client. What you gonna how you gonna collect the revenue from the client is daily classes. Every day you're gonna run almost 8 to 10 classes, and then value-added services, because I think out of total revenue, 15% revenue will be generated from the value-added taxes, and there will be the corporate and school programs as well. I think we forgot to write down the teachers training program. That will be one of the extra stream to generate the more revenue. Yeah. Responsibility of the franchisee and the brand. So what the responsibility you people need to carry, that is day-to-day basis run operation, and according to the guidelines of the Ozone Yoga, keep employees motivated. Of course, we will be there to train the employees and to help you people. Ensure cleanliness and hygiene, which is one of the major factor in the fitness industry, because If the place is not hygienic, then I don't think that the people are going to entertain you or come to you. Ensure implementation or local marketing activities. Yeah, we have got the central marketing system, but still to promote your business or focus more to bring more customers, you also need to do the local marketing, maintain accounts and records in the required formats. That we will provide you what kind of formats, and you just need to follow the regulations. Inventory management for drinks and bar, of course, training mandatory to each franchisee before starting operation. Maintain good customer relationship. This will be the responsibilities for the franchisee to provide, and what we are going to do as a brand, help franchisee with site selection and fit out for centers. Yes, site selection is very important for me. I think if see in the yoga business, main thing is that the site selection. So here we are going to help you. We will look like multiple locations, and out of that we will choose one location for you, providing training to the franchisee before operations, being a help with trainer selection process through Moksha network. Conduct marketing at national level through different platforms to generate footfall in central. As I told you that you need to handle the local marketing, and we have got our own things to support you as a national marketing supply of good providing services to client ourselves. This you just need to intimate us before, and we will provide you all the material whatever you are looking for or your customer is willing to buy from you. Conduct audit and provide feedback of the franchisee for important in performance and high efficiency research and development. Of course, this all we can do as a brand for you. Yeah, the next one. What kind of support we are going to provide you? Network support will be there, which will bring you the more clients than the operation support to each franchisee for running centers there. That will be their marketing and social media company and campaign we will conduct for you. So that may increase the footfall, that will increase. Academy for certified trainers and staff skilled workforce. When I was explaining about the Moksha School of Yoga, that I told about the American Yoga Alliances and all that, and even the Skill India. So we have got the authority to provide the teacher certificate. So if 100 people are coming to practice the yoga, out of 100, at least a few 5 or 10 people would be looking to become a yoga teacher. In that case, instead of asking them to go somewhere, we can give them the certificate at our center itself. We have got that also. And of course, from 20 years we are in the industry, so we have got our own research and development, which is keep going on. Operation support to each franchisee. Technical support will be there for your advanced ERP to take sales communication and inventory. Supply chain management will be managed by the centers. And then the main thing is that how the center will look like. For that, from the site selection, we can help you for the interior and setup and branding. Yes, go for the next one. What we are looking for in the financials, the investment will be around 18 to 20 lakhs, and we are looking for 1500 square feet area. Of course, we are not going to buy the property, so some cases that will be little bit larger than this, or sometime it will be like 1400, so that won't be a matter really. And then average revenue will be 1.4 crore to 1.5 crores. OPEX will be 1 crore. And then 45 to 50 lakh will be the profit for first year. So average royalty will be almost, return of income will be almost 248%, which is very good. And the payback period, what we are looking for, that is 13 months. Franchisee fees, as I explained before also, that is the 4 lakh, and royalty, what we are going to charge is the 50,000 or the 10%, so which is higher, that we will charge. Thank you. Yeah, so here we go.
Thank you so much, Devaji. Friends, whatever questions you have, please use the Q&A box and we'll take it up with Devaji. And I understand that we don't have too much of time and he has a flight to board shortly. So friends, we'll also take a separate sessions with respect to your queries that you would have, but quickly recapping on the business model and also the industry, and especially a big thanks to you, Devaji. He himself is here to present the opportunity. He is the founder of Ozone Yoga, and he carries with him a very vast and rich experience in practicing and also teaching yoga, not only in India, but across the world in its most truest form is how I would want to put that. And they're also successfully running the centers across India in many states. And that's how they have created a cluster approach where they want to penetrate deeper in the locations where they currently operate out of. And on the opportunity, we have read about it, but I would also put my, maybe 2 cents on that. If you look at the last 1.5, 2 years and the pandemic, that came in, this actually, gave a very big boost to the interest in yoga practices, and even introduction of yoga studios and virtual classes that led to a very big boom in the industry overall. And we also saw many new users who started, adopting yoga as a lifestyle. And this is, one wellness which is practiced and loved across the globe because of the benefits as it cures a lot of ailments, but also overall wellness. And a lot of people, including me, I'm not somebody who goes to a gym, but I would still practice yoga. So even people who are not practicing, not going to gyms, are also very big audience today in the country. And this also works across all age groups. It starts as early as maybe 6-7 years for young children when they do. And I think Devaji also put a mention of that. And if you look at the opportunity size and also, how the business is moving, a lot of our companies, which are retail companies and, e-commerce companies, they've actually seen a very big boom in the yoga commerce in the country. And a lot of e-retailers in Indian market have actually seen a big growth, almost, I think what I was reading sometime back, they've seen about 200%, year-on-year growth for yoga products in the sports category, and which is not limited to just the equipment, but a big market for accessories, apparel, which also reflects the demand today we have on the industry at large. So on the model, friends, it's a very small model which comes with an investment of 18 to 20 lakhs on the basic capex, and there's a 4 lakh franchise fees, which is against the training, the SOPs to run a successful centers. And put together, this comes to about 24 odd lakhs that you can set up a yoga center with the area requirement of 1500 square feet of space. So very quickly, Devaji and friends, I'll request you, whatever questions you have here, please write in and we'll take it very quickly. And starting with first, Devaji, I'd like to understand on the breakup of the investment. When we talk about 18 to 20 lakhs of investment, what all components would go into that investment? What kind of equipment one needs to have? Over to you.
Yeah, basically, when we are talking about the business, then I think depreciation will be the biggest thing in the business. But as we are going to start all the centers in the rental places, so the depreciation will be very less comparatively, because the leased property, we are not responsible for the depreciation. And rest of the things like the yoga mats and all that things, that won't cost you much. So I think the rental and the salaries will be playing the biggest role in this. So for this, when we are talking about the 18 to 20 lakh rupees, so out of that, almost 10 lakh rupees we are expending for the interiors and all that. And apart from that, that will be again depend on how you are going to deal with the property owners. Maybe sometime you can make them agree to take a 3 months deposit and 1 month rental, or maybe less than that, or it depends completely on your own relationship. And rest of the money, we are thinking, I mean, there will be the money for the salaries and all that, and the equipments and all that. So, and apart from that, the 4 lakh will be the franchisee fees. So this total will come almost 18 to 20 lakh rupees.
And friends, I would add, there's a very important point which Devaji has also put today. A lot of real estate property owners have properties which they own, and they're also lying sometimes idle, and these properties are given to people who can run these businesses, where even the property owners do the basic fit out, which is flooring, ceiling, and then they hand over. If you get a property like that, then you also reduce the investment. And the other thing, Devaji, if you can also help us in understanding, little bit on how the business model works in terms of your one operating expenses. Typically, what kind of trainers are we talking about? Idle rental for a location, where should it be? Because we need to have a good captive location, maybe in the neighborhood markets or maybe near the corporates. And the other is, the kind of business it can make, based on the fee structure that we charge. And so a little bit on that, and I'll keep popping up some questions with respect to it.
Yes, of course, I'd love to do that. The thing is that when we are talking about the Indian market, and we conducted the survey, if you take a like example like Mumbai, you go in Mumbai's any yoga sector, they charge you 4,000 rupees per month if you go monthly. So 4,000 into 40, so how much that will come? So this you can say. But when we are going in the market, that we have the multiple ideas to cope up with the market, instead of charging the 4,000, instead of taking monthly, so we will ask the people that we are charging the 3,000 per person and 3,000 into 12, so that will be 36,000. And if somebody is paying one time, he need to give us only the 30,000. So the people are, of course, this is very much interested for the people to come and join with us. And if we are charging the 30,000 per month, we are looking for the 500 people. So the revenue, the main revenue will come from here. And apart from that, there will be the yoga at home. I mean, the people who don't want to come to the yoga center, that we will sell them the sessions, like 40 sessions will cost 20,000. This is just an example. So from there, we're gonna generate the revenue, and out of all that, as I explained in the beginning itself, that we are going to get 50% revenue from the appraisals and all these things, what we are going to sell. And of course, the site selection, this is very important thing, as you asked me. If the place is like, there are many places like malls and all that, there are many people are coming, but that doesn't mean that all people are your customers. So the place where the people can come, and especially the local people can come, I mean the people who are residing near to that place, or the people who feel that that place is really convenient, like 1 kilometer or few kilometers. For that, we need a good transportation and all that, especially the places like there is a metro, or there is a railway station, or there is a bus stations, and the local food market, grocery market. So this kind of places will be the ideal places to go for. Yeah.
And I'll take that maybe a little more elaborately, because I see Mr. Murli Krishnan also asking, when we talk about the turnover of 1.4 crores and also the expenses of 1 crores, what all are we looking at? If you look at a rental, typically, what are the rentals are we looking at? If we talk about salaries, what is the staff requirement, expertise, skills, and what kind of salary bracket ideally they would come from? Any other expenses that we have, if you want to maybe give your feedback, so that we have clarity on the operating expenses.
Yeah, of course. When we are talking, when we conducted the survey, that the Mumbai is the highest rental place, which will come per square foot like 135, and the lowest will be the Ahmedabad. So when we are thinking about this, we take, I think, like almost 1 lakh rupees will be something like that, the rental and all that. So apart from that, the main thing is that about the teachers, if you want to, teacher is our potential, because one teacher is working with you, and after that he is living with you. That means he is taking your customer and going away. So to hold the teacher, you need to provide the best salary in the industry, that we calculated around 30,000. So we need 2 teachers for that. And apart from 2 teachers, we even do need a cleaners, and then we have got the receptionist and all that. So whole salary will go, I think, if Archana, you can go with the financial, that shit, I don't remember exactly how much it will be.
I think what we can do is, friends, we can share the breakup with you. And Devaji, just from your own experience, typically to run a center, how many, you mentioned about 500 people in year, but what is the ideal number for a break even, for a center? And if you look at that, how long does it take to reach that level? Because I'm sure it takes at least the first 2 months to reach out to your audience. And Yes.
See, Archana, when we are talking like how much time we need to take a break even, the idea is completely entirely different. For example, if today somebody decided to start the yoga center, then we will take a time of 2 to 3 months. But before that, the prior marketing will start, and we will try to collect data from the people that there will be the flares, there will be the um, digital marketing and all marketing styles we are going to use. From that we are going to collect almost the data of 5,000 people before starting. For example, Moksha Yoga coming to the Janakpuri, and when that will be in the month of June. So before the month of June, maybe in the month of April, we are going to have a free seminars for the people for 2 days or 3 days. In that seminar, we are going to call the 5,000 people. Out of 5,000 people, we are going to catch 500 people, and out of 500 people, if we take only the 50% of the 500, that will be almost 250 people. So for the break even, we just need 100 people, not more than the 100 people.
All right, that's helpful. Quickly, I'll take a couple of questions. And friends, we have a detailed breakup that we have done on the expenses and also on the investment that you need to put. We'll share that with you. And I have a question from Mr. Rajiv Chok, and he's asking, do we also provide online classes? And Rajiv ji is from Jaipur.
I didn't get his question.
Online classes, Devaji, are we also, do we have a hybrid model? Are we looking at online classes, or these would only be physical?
Yes, in the beginning itself, when I was explaining about the product, I told that this is one of the product that which is having a good potential in the future also. So we will have online classes, because when we are talking to expand the business up to 50 outlets, that is not going to cover whole India. So there will be people from the area where we don't have the centers to tap them, even to bring them together. We should have an online model, and that we have.
All right, that's helpful. And I think we did mention about the cities that we want to be in. And I have a question from Mr. Vivek from Surat, and he's asking if that location is open for us to be considered or not.
Yes, of course. In the beginning, we are looking for the metro cities, but still, as I explained in the beginning itself, even the cities like two-tier and mid-tier cities, or the cities like a capital cities, and of course, Surat is very good location. As before that, also even Ozone was thinking to start in the Surat, because market is very good in Surat.
I'll take a question, and this is also very important, and especially in a business like this, the staff and the way they are trained is very, very important. So this is a question from Mr. Jankia Patil on the trainers. How are they recruited? Are these local trainers who are recruited? And is there some kind of training schedule that the trainers would have from the company?
Yeah, the main strength of the Ozone Yoga is the Moksha School of Yoga, which is very famous for its own training. Almost 85% of our students are working abroad. For that, even the India TV conducted the documentary on us. So we train the people as per the international standard, and of course they won't be the local, because local people have their own things. For example, if I work in my own city, there will be my sister's marriage, so I'll need a 2 days holiday. Then somebody will be sick in my family, I need to go in the home. So by keeping everything in the mind, that we are not assuring that the staff will be the local. The staff will be from anywhere in the India.
So are we recruiting for our franchisees, or it's the responsibility with the partner to recruit?
This is the responsibility for the franchisor. We will provide you the staff, the trained staff. Of course, franchisee will be having their own views, and they will have their own chance to interview the people, but we will provide the staff.
And overall, Devaji, if I have to, because you talked about two streams, one is the services through the yoga classes that we would, and the other is the sale, which is retail business. If I talk about one, the blended margins one would have typically in this business, and based on your own experience of running these centers, what is the average margin at the center? How much margins are we giving on product side, and overall margins after taking out the entire expenses? What is that a franchisee is left with?
So we are in the service industry, almost 40% we're gonna earn from this.
Sorry, we
Yeah.
missed that, Devaji. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think we missed that. I said, what are the overall margins, after taking out all expenses? So typical margins, what would...
Overall margin will be around 40% when we are calculating everything.
Okay. And on the products, is there a differentiated margins? And these are our own private labels that we retail out of the center?
No, the thing is that when we are talking about the services like classes and all that, the margin will be higher in that. And when we are buying the product and giving you to sell, the margin will be less. So overall margin, I think we can calculate like a 40%.
All right. And then this is comparatively a little higher margin business, and also comparatively very, very low when it comes to the initial capital deployment, because it does not have expenses, or maybe the investment that you end up doing on very expensive equipment for a gym. And I'll request, friends, all of you, we have a discovery day that we are planning, and Devaji has a flight to board shortly. So we'll not hold him for long. I'll request all of you that you reach out on the hotline number of Franchise India. And I see some questions on, overall financials, and I feel that needs at least half an hour to 45-minute session where we can explain and take you through the entire the financial business model. And you can reach on the hotline number of Franchise India to block that for you. And I'll also put that in the chat box so that you can take a note. And before we close, Devaji, I'll request if you want to give a message to the entire audience which is listening both live and on the webinar. Now.
Yeah, thank you all. That was really pleasure to have you people here, and lots of people are showing the interest as I'm sitting in Jakarta, and Archana told that I have a flight to catch. So sorry for that, and I think we can have a interactive session again if, like you told me, that there will be the discussion one-to-one, and yeah, thank you all.
Thank you, friends. Ashna, can I now request you to please take it over from here?
Sure. So thank you so much, Deva. Thank you so much, Samar.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks all the dear participants. Thank you for joining in today. We would like to invite you for our Discovery Day, which is happening on 17th of March, which is next before Holi. So please book your slot with us at our business hotline number, which is 97176-83838. Also, write to us at feedback@franchiseindia.in in case you wish to share any kind of or feedback with us. Please connect with us at the different social handles. Connect Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am at their LinkedIn IDs. And tomorrow, under our special webinar, we are inviting you to join us for Essentials. It's the India's first celebrity beauty brands, where you can have the different portfolio brands from the celebrities of cricket as well as film industry. Please join us tomorrow. 3 p.m. is the time of this webinar. Do registration can be done either at our business hotline number or go to Facebook page where we have shared the registration link. And tomorrow and day after tomorrow, anybody who comes from Hyderabad, please join us for our FRO Expo. We are doing 2-day business buying festival for you, 12th and 13th of March, and the address is High Tech Exhibition Center. Please visit us because 100+ different business companies, different business opportunities waiting for you. So don't miss these. Join us for digital as well as physical events. Thank you so much for joining in today. Have a great day. Thank you so much.